Hello and welcome to Ashish Malik IS Academy. The topic of our discussion for this video is about East Asia Summit, very important from UPSC perspective. The very first thing we would be understanding the entire topic with the help of this mind map where the focus would be on East Asia Summit, why it is in the news, some facts, importance, priority areas, and in the end we will try to conclude. The very first thing is why East Asia Summit was in news recently, because on 4th of November we have seen that this particular there was a 14th meeting which was held in Bangkok, which is the capital of Thailand. And the major focus was on the futuristic agendas, all the futuristic agendas of which particular part, the futuristic agendas on regional and all the international issues. Then we need to know some of the basic facts regarding the East Asia Summit, which are very important for your UPSC point of view. The very first thing is that this is an initiative of ASEAN. This ASEAN, which stands for Association of Southeast Asian Nations. And this is basically focused on ASEAN as its central point. So centrality somewhere revolves around the ASEAN. How many members do we have in the ASEAN? ASEAN in total has 10 member countries. So do remember it for your UPSC exam. But as far as the East Asia Summit is concerned, it is having 18 members. These 18 members are very important. We also have focus on these members initially, guys. So you can actually check on the map. So these are the 18 members, which includes India, China, South Korea, Japan, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, Australia, New Zealand, US, and Russia. So it includes the core 10 members of ASEAN along with 8 other member countries. So focusing on this facts which we were discussing, so along with the 18 members, then you also have to understand that the East Asia Summit meetings are held annually. They have their meetings, annual meets. So every year, the whole process started somewhere back in 2015. So since 2005 actually. So 2005 was the time when it all started with in Kuala Lumpur, the place of the foundation. You can say it was founded in Kuala Lumpur, which is the capital of Malaysia. Very important fact it is. And India has been a founding member, so that also you have to remember. India is the founding member because we have been attending the meeting since 2005. So we have been an integral part of this one, guys. The 14th summit, which I have just discussed, was in Thailand, which is again a core basic member of this one. So why it is so important that we are discussing this particular meeting in this video? What is the importance of this meeting, guys? Well, this summit has actually evolved as a forum. It has become the central forum, you can say, for many regional cooperation. It was a form of regional cooperation. And whenever we have to discuss some important strategic dialogues, if we have to discuss, so it really help us to provide a regional cooperation platform, especially when it comes to the areas, for example, the political, security, and economic issues. So these three are the main areas which are focused by East Asia Summit, and it's a regional cooperation platform focusing on that. Talking about some of the priority areas which are exclusivity of East Asia Summit. So there are 6 priority areas in total. I would like to write 6 PA, that is 6 priority areas in total. Now, which are these 6 areas is definitely very important points. The very first area is environment and energy. Environment and energy is the first priority focus area. The second would be education, which is definitely a central agenda of this East Asia Summit, followed by finance, and there are some other major areas which includes the global health issues and pandemic diseases, which has the global health issues. So definitely COVID-19 is a part of this particular priority area, which includes the pandemic diseases as well. And then we have natural disaster management. The fifth area would be of the natural disaster management. And then we have the last area, which is again a priority one, is definitely the ASEAN connectivity, because I told you that ASEAN is the central point of this particular summit. So yes, it talk about the ASEAN connectivity. And why we are so much interested in this particular summit is because India has its own Look East policy, and taking care of the Look East policy, which now has become the Act East policy of India. So we have a lot of stakes in this particular summit because we really want to engage all the 17 members of this particular region. Specifically, we need more intense and connected ties with the ASEAN, because ASEAN has a potential of a lot of market areas, and we can improve the bilateral, multilateral trade with the ASEAN countries. So in the end, what I can conclude, because India has stake in all the 6 priority areas, so what we can conclude here is that it is considered the third pole of the world economy. So this East Asia Summit is definitely, and it's truly called the third pole of the world's economy, specifically after US and Europe. After US and Europe, so we have this as the third pole of the world economy, because it is a fast and it's a growing economy. So because of the way it has grown in last 10-15 years, it has become the third pole of the world's economy. So that's all from my side in this particular video. We will keep coming with all such things, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe. New videos come out every 10 p.m. for the Ashish Malik Blackboard series. See you tomorrow with another format.